Hello and welcome everybody to the Needz Dakka channel, where I will be building and painting models. I've created this video just to give you an insight and a bit of an introduction of myself, of what I'm going to be doing within my channel. It's primarily going to be a building and painting channel, so hopefully you can take little snippets of this and apply it to your models as well. I granted that not everybody builds or paints orcs. As you can see in this video, I'm currently building a Forge World custom stomper, and I'm painting it in Death Skulls theme, or let's say theme's clan. Main reason is I just like the background history of the Death Skulls, with them being severe looters of the battlefield. They'll take the looted items back to their mechs, and the mechs will build them stuff, whether it be like I'm painting here, a custom stomper or a WAS bomber jet, or a truck. And as I says, I can appreciate not everyone will be doing a 40k orc army, but hopefully you can take little snippets of this and add it to your army that you are doing. For example, if you're doing an ultramarine army, you can use this blue method to add it to that army to make it a really dark and dingy looking sort of colour scheme on there. I do have other armies as well. I've got a Maggot King Nurgle army, I've got an Iron Jones army, I've got a Nagash army, I've also got a Lord of the Rings Uruk-hai army. I appreciate that obviously all these are horde armies, but I will be doing individual models as well. And if you want to see me paint something that it's not on my channel, just drop a comment down below, and I'll see obviously if I can get it and do a painting scheme. Obviously if you want a particular painting scheme on there, just let me know, and obviously the most liked or most commented one, I will have a look, see if I can obviously implement that into the channel as well, just to give it some diversity within the channel. I will be taking comments from you, if you've got suggestions, if I'm doing a technique that you think I could be doing better, or if you like a technique that I am doing and you just want a bit more information, just please drop a comment below, and I'll respond to everybody that I can get to. And if I do miss any of you, I do apologise, but I will try my utmost to make sure I do comment back to you. So all that aside, I'm just going to give you a quick brief layout of my page. So obviously in the top left hand corner, as you can see, I will be displaying the current colour that I am using to paint on the model. I'm going to use the colour indicators just in case obviously my screen resolution looks different to you. That's hence why I've put the name in there as well, and what sort of paint it is, whether it's a base, a layer, a shade, a technical, a dry, it'll state up there what sort it is. And in the top right hand corner, I will be putting what brush I'm using. Some of the brushes might not correspond to the actual paint type I'm using. For example, if I'm painting like a layer paint, I might be using a base brush. Main reason is it goes on the tip and what I'm covering in the area that I'm covering as well. I will obviously keep it centered, so I will try my best to obviously keep all the shot within the center so you can see it, and I will also bring the piece that I'm painting closer to the camera from time to time so you can see what I've actually done while painting. And same as before, if you have got any comments of what I could do to improve, please do comment down below. It is still a learning curve to me. It's a brand new project, a brand new channel, so yeah, any comments, feedback, I'd be grateful really. I've only been back in the hobby since 2019, so it's only been a few years that I've been back into the hobby. I used to do it when I was a lot younger, but obviously family and life itself took over, so but fortunately enough, not unfortunately enough, but fortunately enough, I'm able to get back into it now. As you can tell, obviously I do make mistakes. I will obviously not cut them out. Everybody makes mistakes. Obviously if it's a big mistake, I probably will redo it, but everybody makes mistakes, so I'll keep it in there to a minimum anyway, just to show that I am human at the end of the day, and people make errors, and it's a good way. Obviously a lot of people from some videos that I've watched, they cut that bit out But if you make that mistake, are you going to learn how to correct that mistake if somebody's not showing you how to correct that mistake? So yeah, I will be leaving little bits like that in there. Prime example, what I'm painting now is Typhus Corrosion. As you notice, I don't brush it on. I'm using a very old brush. I've had that brush since I think I started back up. All the bristles are splayed. It's pretty much no good now. But as you can see, I don't paint the Typhus Corrosion on. I stipple it on. That way you're not brushing all the pigments that are in there around to one area. It's stippling it on, so therefore it stays quite even. It looks pretty good actually. But if you carry on watching certain parts of this video, I do make errors, and the easiest way I find, especially with Typhus Corrosion, is just get another brush, slightly damp it down in your water pot. Not absolutely wet through, because that way you'll put water onto the model and it'll wash out. Just slightly damp, and then just tidy up any bits that shouldn't be there. It's just stuff like that really that obviously not everybody shows you. Once they've made a mistake, they'll edit the video and take it out so you don't see them making that mistake. But I intend to leave mistakes in there just so I can show you how to correct that mistake. As I say, I'm not perfect, I'm not the world's best painter, but what I do, I am quite pleased with the outcome. Hopefully you like the outcome as well. As I say, any comments below of any techniques that I could try or anything else like that, please do comment below. So that's a little bit about my channel, how I'm hoping it's going to work, how I'm planning it out. Ideally within a video I'm going to hopefully finish a complete model. Obviously larger models like the Stomper that I'm painting here is going to take quite a few different videos to do. But as I say, a single model, whether it be like a boy or a plague bearer or something like that, I am hoping to get it completed in one video, completely based as well. So what I'm going to do for the basing and stuff like that as well. I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch this video and visit my channel. If you've liked, subscribed and turned on notifications, thank you ever so much. I've never, as I said, never really done anything like this, like tutorial videos or anything like that. It's completely a new adventure for me. So I really do appreciate the support you give me. Also, I know I'm not going to please everybody. I know everybody's going to have different ways of doing things. This is just the techniques that I found that do help. So I know it's going to be everybody's cup of tea, but I hope it gives most people some tips and techniques and different things to try on their models. And say thank you again for visiting. I am aiming to upload a video at least once a week, a minimum of once a week. Any more I can get in there would be a bonus. Hopefully it'll be on a Friday that I do get to upload a new video, so then it gives me a week to obviously paint, edit and upload the video. So unfortunately I am editing this myself, you can probably tell from the quality. Hopefully it will get better the longer that I do it, and over time obviously I'll learn new techniques on editing as well. So as I say, it is one big learning curve for me at the minute. So I really do appreciate your patience and supporting me on this new adventure. And for the rest of this video I'm going to do the format that I'm hoping to implement in all my other videos. So basically when I switch to a new colour, I'll be telling you what colour I'm switching to, what size brush I'm using, and what sort of consistency I'm making the paint to paint on the model. So this paint I'm switching to is Rise of Rust. Is a dry paint, which I'll be playing with a small dry brush. Oh, I've just noticed I've missed a blue there. Oh, damn you. So yes, with the rise rust, I'll be loading it up onto my brush and stippling it out onto some. I use paper towel myself, but stipple it out onto whatever you use to get off excess paint. And as you can see, I'm just applying it to all the rise of rust areas, just to give that rusted effect. With obviously the corrosion in there, with the typhus corrosion, obviously it's got little pigments in there which the riser rust itself sticks to as you're dry brushing, and it gets a really brilliant effect of rust on your model. So I'm just going to quickly go back in there, painting that bit of blue that I've missed on that bit of armour there. Once I've painted that, I'm going to go in with the Dragon Nightshade, which I'll be applying with the small shade brush. I don't want to apply it too much that obviously it pulls on the model, but I want enough on there that it does obviously any rivets or anything on there, it does pull around them, and it gives a really cool looking weathered look. Otherwise, I found the blue wood to be too bright, so it just tones it down a little bit so it's not as bright. So I'm just going to go in with a Mephisto red now. I'll be applying this to the pipes that run the model itself and cables. I'll be applying this with a small base brush. I don't want it too thick because Mephisto is quite a thick paint, so it's going to take a little bit of diluting than normal paints would do. It's a bit like yellow paints as well. When I paint yellow paints, I really dilute them down because they are quite heavily pigmented. So this is slightly diluted down Mephisto red. I'm just going to apply it to all the pipe areas. Right, and to finish off, I'm just going to get a little bit of lead belcher, slightly mixed down. 1-to-1's quite fine for the bit that I'm doing. I'm going to apply it with a small base brush because it's very fine little rivets that I'm doing here, just to finish off the blue armour. And as you can see from the finished photos, it's turned out pretty damn well actually. I'm overall pleased with how the Typhus corrosion's turned out. The glyph as well on the arm looks brilliant. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with this outcome. I want to take this moment as well to say thank you to my local game shop for supplying me with everything that I need to carry out that I do. They're called Dragon Cavern. Check out their webpage. I'll post a link in the description. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe and turn on notifications.